All right, good Chodesh, everybody. A Freilich and Hanukkah. Those who joined me last night for the Tish, I really appreciate that. The video, it's probably not quite the same seeing it as a recording, but it was nice to spend some time with you all yesterday and to think about my holy ancestor, the Chavos Yorer. I went to the Satmar Besmedrish today, daven Mincha. After Mincha, we got to hear Kriyas Torah and Kedusha from Musaf, even though I davened Shachos and Musaf much earlier in the day. But they have on the right side there, by the wall, there's where you can light candles in Satmar Besmedrish in Monroe. And by where you light the candles, they'll have a poster, 8.5 by 11, with the name of Tzaddikim, whose yard site is that day. To see, it said the Baal Shalos V'Tshuvas Chavos Yorer would be Yorer Chaim ben Moshe Shamshon. So it was a nice thing to see. And then mentioning Moshe Shamshon, I saw my friend Moshe Shamshon, the Rav of Harris, New York, the Rebbe of Harris, New York. He was also davening Mincha with me there in over there in Monroe. And it's emotionally was it really gets to me what's going on, and it's a wake-up call. We have to do tshuva, and I know I'm not really doing a good job of doing tshuva. And I don't know what to say about what happened last night in Monsey. It's really heartbreaking. I told myself, I said, I usually put my pays behind my ears, except Shabbos. My Rebbe or Moshe Weinberger went with his payas like this. He goes like this with his payas behind the ears, not down like this. He has very long payas. I don't think he's trimmed his payas in a long time. So he keeps it rolled up behind his ears, and for years and years was what I would do, have it behind my ears except Shabbos morning and Shabbos morning, the whole Shabbos keep the pace down, but Shabbos Yontiv, but the regular day, and now it's Hanukkah, so I was keeping my pace down for Hanukkah, but maybe keeping behind my ears down. And I told myself, I said, I'm not going to be embarrassed of the payas today. I'm going to wear my payas down the whole day, even though I knew I'd go to the mikveh later, and I could leave it down after the mikveh for Hanukkah left. But this is my thing. And I saw like this by another friend of mine, the brother of. He wears payas behind his ears during the week and down on Shabbos. With the Shtreimel, he wear it down. And, but I told myself, I said, today I'm wearing my payas down. I'm not going to hide my payas. I'm not going to be ashamed. I'm not going to hide. And it's not because I'm ashamed of anything. This is the Masorah that I have like that, to wear payas like that. But and also, and I work. It's not even about being ashamed. It's more about like I don't want to make Jewish people uncomfortable doing kiruv. It's enough the hat and the chalat and everything. But and then even still, like I felt like uncomfortable at certain times. I still put the pace behind my ears and then back and forth and trying to decide visa gaitis, because I felt like maybe I was. Today they announced it would be bad weather, so I asked if at work I could change my schedule a little bit, come in a little earlier, leave a little earlier, and I felt like I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing, asking something I shouldn't be asking for, and I'm like, what am I doing, so I felt uncomfortable, am I making Chil Hashem? I don't know, but this is what I told myself. I'm wearing the payas down, at least today. I'm not saying for the rest of my life I'm going like this. During the week, it's maybe we'll see what kind of shidduchim I make for my kids. I don't know. It could be modern, could be Litvish, could be Chassidish. Who knows? So but maybe if I make a certain shidduchim for my kids, and then maybe I'll start wearing Schwarze Socken, in a couple of years, because I make a certain shidduch for my kids. I don't know. I remember the certain Rebbes who I know, for a long time they wore long pants during the week, and then at a certain point in their life they started to wear Schwarze Socken, and during the week. Kossoner Rebbe, I remember the Ulamarov. I remember such a thing. So the same thing. I'll see where I'm. What's going on? It's the same thing. What kind of hat I should wear when I was younger. All these things. It doesn't matter. I'm just talking about. So I should wear black socks. Should wear knickers. What should I do? I wear white socks Shabbos, but the whole week I wear long pants, and I even wear funny socks with Super Mario Brothers or Fred Flintstone or whatever on my socks. That's what I do. But maybe at a certain point in my life, I'm gonna wear knickers during the week, not just on Shabbos. And I'll wear black socks during the week also. But I'm not holding there right now. And it's not that it means an individual. Also, it's just the way I should be handling myself with with my family, all kinds of things. But maybe in a couple of years, who knows? Or maybe my kids make a shidduch. Maybe when I'm a zayda. Maybe when my children are getting married and making certain shidduch. My children's children, my grandchildren, Mirz Hashem, we'll see. And who knows? Maybe I have to become more modern. Maybe I shouldn't wear a shtreimel. I don't know. My wife wanted me to wear a shtreimel and white socks Shabbos. But maybe during the week I'll wear a short jacket. I don't know. Sometimes during the week I wear a kapata. Tie. Because it's a certain crowd where I'm going with a top hat, not even this hat. It's what it is. But I'm talking about narish things right now. But I should talk about something really serious. How impressed I was. Let's forget about what happened, but let's look at the future. Let's look at what happened after what happened yesterday. Because it's a scary thing to think. It's such a big shul. I don't know. I don't know. Someone told me it's gotten to be one of the bigger shuls in Monsey. How did this guy know this? Someone emailed me and said, there's all these videos of the Kossoner Rebbe of Forshay that he's dancing mitzvah tons. So maybe this guy did some research, figured out this is a place he wants to, making him a target. I don't know. Where some bigger names. It's not something you think about, but it happens to be. It's not a big name really, but it's a big shul. It's a nice size shul. Apparently, there were a lot of people were there by Hanukkah left by the Rebbe, and I don't know how it handles something like that going on, but the greatness of our Hasidic community is that they took care of it, had salah, everything. They took care of what was going on, made sure people were safe, right? Got rid of the guy. Other people were smart enough to take down his license plate number, so they were able to catch him pretty quickly. You know, it wasn't a manhunt for a couple of weeks. You know, it was they caught him within a couple of hours, and Baruch Hashem, nobody got killed. Although 2 people are in very bad shape. Yosef Naiman, look, he has a hadras upon him. And I heard the name of Yosef Naiman. I was afraid it was someone else who I knew. But I know a lot of the Naimans from Vishnitz. And so I don't know if this is related to our friends from Vishnitz. I mean, I'm sure they're related, but so it's scary, you know. And you know, it's very scary because it's hitting home. And once again, after, like, first it was Jersey City and now Monsey, and the thing is like, I don't want to see our world to change because of this. You know, I was listening to Rabbi Potasnik on the radio, and people were saying, you know, maybe this freedom of speech is going too far. Does Louis Farrakhan really deserve freedom of speech? He could talk like this, and I said, well, on one hand, don't we kind of like want to know what's going on with these types of stories? That's part of it, and the other part is, you know, like, I mean, you know, there's things to learn and to figure out how do people get wrapped up in these things. You know, there's a lot of things, a lot of reasons why I don't want to limit free speech. The thing that frightens me is, you know, I've been to Europe and South America and Central America, and so you go to shul in South America, Central America, Europe. You need it's a whole process. It's not a simple thing to go to shul. You know, I remember I was in Panama. I mentioned Kossoner Rebbe in the video earlier. In this video also, I was there in Panama. I shouldn't mention who I was with. A lot of tzaddikim, they go there. But I remember we were going there, but everyone knows he goes to Panama. It says on this Medrash, Panama. You know, so it's not a secret. Although I know he likes to keep things like this, you know, and a bracha shor l'davar, some of them in an ayin. But I remember I was there, and we davened there Shachris Mincha Marav all week long, and then all of a sudden Thursday, before Mincha, you know, the security guards, they stopped me, and I missed Mincha, you know, because they had to check my ID, my passport. The Rebbe got in, and they kept me out, and I'm dressed like a Jewish guy, you know, but like they didn't believe that I'm the real thing. I don't know, you know, and it's like, and then I was in Colombia, and there were people, they were interested, they either were Gerim or they're interested in becoming Gerim, and I said, no, I'm going to be davening in the you know, in the shul. Come Friday night, meet me at shul, and I'll talk to you there. And you know, and they were turned away because people said they looked like they were wearing a costume. They didn't look like real Jews or something. I don't know what are they talking about, you know. But like the security guards wouldn't let them in the shul. and they weren't terrorists, and they weren't, they were sincerely interested in conversion, and the thing is that kind of breeds the anti-Semitism, that we are so protective and not welcoming. And it's already the medrash about Amalek. That because they went Megayer Timna, she went and she had a reform conversion, like Rav Avadia said. She Giora for me. She went to Esav, and just so she should have some sheikhs to Avram Avinu. But from there came Amalek, because Avram Avinu should have been makar of her and makabel her as an Erel Chagioris, and she wouldn't have to go there to Esav, and we suffer because of this. And I don't want to see that happening in America. I don't want to see that you can't go to shul. That they're gonna, I don't want to see that in America. I don't want to see the security guards. I'd rather see members of the shul. Not that they're stopping you at the door before you get in, but if, like what I had when I was a Rav in the shul, was that there were members of the shul. I knew two guys were packing, and so if something would happen, I knew. Rabbi Asher Meza was very open about how he was always packing. And Rabbi Meza was there, and there was someone else, Kaplan. There were two of the Mispalim there. They always had their gun. My Zayd Oliver Sholmi always had a gun. As I say, my Zayd, even when he went to shul, he had a gun. And that's what I'd rather see. But and nobody has to know who's packing a gun or not. But a good guy with a gun. That's what in Poway they stopped the guy because it was a good guy with a gun there at shul, and the guy who was, they were makar of him, and he might not have looked like such a Hamish Yid, but they made him. They were makar of him, and that work of Kiruv in Poway that saved a life. That saved their lives, because he stopped the bad guy, and so it's I never noticed that house before. But what I really want to talk about after all this, so I don't want to see our freedoms lost. That's Aleph, but also I see what happened afterwards. Is the Kossoner Rebbe? He went on like a normal life. That's what we're supposed to do, and that's the point of it. We're just supposed to live normal. And so Kossoner Rebbe, he still feared the Tish. Like nothing happened, and not only that, but he told the Hasidim to sing Chaste Hashem Kilei Samnu, and that's chus. There'd be a refuah shlema. It's an incredible thing. This incredible approach. This is what we need. This is what we have. This is how we have to fear zich. That we're there. We're living our lives, and we're not going to let them stop us. And so that's why I'm saying I'm not going to put on a baseball. And I sometimes will put on a baseball cap. Depends what's going on. I'm not going to put on a baseball cap. I'm going to wear my hat and my payas, and I'm not going to shame sich. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, and be ehrlich, and the Eibush will help, and and I with Chivatin, I went to mikveh. I have to clean up my life. I'm a messed up person, but I've got to do tshuva. We all have to do tshuva. That has to be also we have to be Ovdei Hashem, not to be ashamed. Just keep on going Ehrlich Yiddish, singing Chasdi Hashem Kilei Sonu. That's the thing. Where's that pasuk come from? We that's Hasidim love to sing that. There's all different versions of Chasdi Hashem Kilei Sonu, right? It comes from Eicha. The kindness of the Lord never cease, for his mercies are never finished. Where is that from? From the Book of Lamentations, meaning out of the saddest part of our history, the power of the Jew, and this is a biblical power, is that we can, when things seem the worst and the roughest, and everything is falling apart and everything is horrible, we can still sing Chasdei Hashem Kiloi Samnu Kiloi Cholu Rachmav. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment. A good chodesh. Yeah, chodesh hazef. Seifer kates l'chol tzurasenu. Seifer kates l'chol tzurasenu. Seifer kates l'chol tzurasenu. Tchila v'rosh l'fidyon nafshenu. This month should be the end of all of our suffering, and the beginning of the saving of our lives and the saving of our souls. We should be worthy to be safe and happy and positive and just have a good life and be able to sit with other people, and we're not hurting anybody. We should open up dialogue, certainly. It's not lost, the possibility to open up the dialogue. We can do it. We can do it. You never know. Maybe, even one person you can impact like that. Even if you can't change the whole world, right? All right. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment. We'll see you all later. Good Keben Shior. It's tonight's Zois Hanukkah. Tomorrow's Zois Hanukkah. Mknoftin Goyse Sachen. Mi bechanika. Please help us to be ehrlich. The Rebbe said everybody was there for bench goimel, and it just that's a real tzaddik. That's a real Rebbe. He can go through that. It happens right in front of his eyes, and he just goes back to Chasdei Hashem Kilei Samnu. All right. Thank you for watching. I just hope someday I can reach that level, that I can find inner peace. All right. Thank you. Take care.